If you own a Range Rover Sport, you know there are a few suspension items that classically wear out over time and cause suspension errors. Most notably is the suspension fault normal height only warning that restricts you to normal height and seems to come on randomly. One cause for this is a faulty ride height sensor. This may be the culprit if you see abnormal movement in the 4x4 info screen as seen here. Alternative causes of suspension faults are typically from air compressor or valve block issues. But these typically would not have the 4x4 info behavior that is seen with the ride height sensor. Once you've determined your issue is in fact with the height sensor, you can swap it out relatively quickly and easily. First things first, put your vehicle into extended ride height. Turn your wheel all the way away from the side you are replacing. So in this case I'm changing the driver's side height sensor, so I turned all the way to the passenger side. Then set the emergency brake. The next step is extremely important. Disconnect the battery. This will require a 13mm socket or wrench. If you don't disconnect the battery, you run the risk of the car attempting to re-level while you are replacing the sensor. Once the battery is disconnected, press the buttons on the key to quickly test to see if there is no connection. Next step, just dive right into the wheel well. What you will see is the height sensor outlined here. There are 4 separate connections that need to be removed. There are 2 T20 screws holding the sensor in place. There is an electrical connector that relays the sensor data, and finally a swing arm that connects to the mobile portion of the suspension. Remove these pieces in whatever order works for you, but if your electrical connector is stuck, you may want to remove this one last so you have more room to work. Once free, this is what the height sensor looks like. The arm rotates as the suspension moves up and down. This is how the vehicle knows what height each of the wheels is at any given time. A functioning height sensor should have some resistance when the arm swings. If the arm is swinging freely, then the sensor is very worn. To replace, return the sensor to the same spot and replace the 4 connection points. Push the rubber arm onto the peg seen here to fix it into place. Once the sensor is reconnected, you can reconnect the battery. You may notice that the car lowers slightly after the battery is reconnected. This is exactly why it was disconnected in the first place. After this, you can hop in and start it up. Ideally, the suspension fault will be gone from then on. The 4x4 info should show that all 4 wheels are stable. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe for more repairs in the future. Have a good one.